GM fam, we are live with Value Vibes Podcast with your host Phil X Contreras and Zircon, talking about everything on Solana with what's going on. Lots of upcoming mints like supply chain, Hates Cats with Hates token. We have other things like the Sandbar coming out. Also, some other things going on. The down news with Community 3. Lots of bad stuff, lots of good stuff. So let's keep at it. Let's talk about it and see what's going on here. All right, what's up, Zircon? What's going on, Win? It's a good day in Solana, I would say. What's up?
Yeah. I mean, we're having good days. We saw the Hades launch, the Hades token launch like a couple of days ago. It went really well. It happened what in my opinion it was going to happen. That it was basically it started going down once it was launched, and now we're gonna see how it moves. What I already think about the Hades token is that it's really early to jump into conclusions about it. I mean, with no
Right.
utility yet on the ABC ecosystem, it's really hard to think that it's gonna be at the price that it's right now. Probably it's gonna still go a little bit further down because people are gonna just keep printing the Hates token and swapping it to Solana just because it's free money for the ABC holders. And I don't know. I wanna see if how long does it takes to ABC to give some utility to the token and give some extra value other than just money and dipping.
Yeah, so like what I'm excited about and what people aren't really talking about ABC, and I've been really just discussing over and over about this one topic is that for me, and I don't know how HG Soul takes this about this, but I mentioned this before. I'm not really into what HG Soul is doing with Hate Swap. I'm more interested in what's going on with ABC itself and the 1,000 plus people, the founders of ABC, and what they're going to build on top of it. And I think that's what HG Soul is trying to basically want people to do, is that he's done his part. And now he's like, okay, guys, it's your turn now. This is ABC is your NFT, it's your decentralized NFT. So that's the thing I'm interested in with ABC. Now, as far as Hate Swap, with what you said, yeah, it seems like the best thing to do right now is to swap to Solana. And that's what you've seen people are doing right now. And I think overall, well, the one thing we do have to talk about is this one NFT coming out from Hades, and I think you have some things to talk about that. It's an interesting one, but yeah, some things are coming out with Hades Swap. It's kind of neat to see where this thing is going. We have Hades Swap itself competing with Magic Eating. It's eating its lunch. It's eating its lunch. I don't know if you saw what the volume is right now in Tiesco, but I can bring it up right now.
Yeah, sure.
You want to take a guess?
No.
What it is
Uh,
right now?
no,
All
because
right, I'm
last
gonna
time
bring.
I saw volume was terrible because it was around FTX. So I don't have really good at guessing with no information. So just show it to
Yeah,
me.
here we go. It's right now at 22%.
Oh, that's really nice.
This is insane. Like I would never have thought Hate Swap would be at this percent. I mean at 10%.
Yeah.
But still, it's still high. I mean, it was like at 6%, 10%, which is, it is finally up there at a number where I just thought I wouldn't even see this number either. I mean, at 20%, I don't know how long that's gonna take, but it's kind of cool to see how things are moving with Hate Swap overall. What
Yeah.
do you think?
I mean, you already know my opinion about NFT marketplaces in general. I hate Magic Eden. I hate what Magic Eden is doing right now. So every single competitor that does things the right way, I love them. I love HateSwap since day one. I don't use it much, but I wanna say that I really love what AGE has done up to now with HateSwap and the Hades token. I want to see how everything works out, and I'm really happy that we have finally some good competitors. Want to see what happens next with Hate Swap, if it keeps going up or if it's gonna tank a little bit again. I remember seeing Magic Eden around 90% of the market share once they released the 0% royalties. So I wanna see how everything is played in the next upcoming weeks.
Yeah, I think HG Soul is a national treasure. I don't think we deserve him. I I When he first came on, when I saw him, he was like at 3,000 followers.
Yeah,
I was like, who is this guy? And just watching him, just do all this on Solana within like 7 months, I think. It's
that's
just
crazy.
outstanding. So, yeah, overall, let's go on with this mint project that's coming out with Hades. What the hell is going on here? Do you have any side info about this?
We're talking about hate cuts, right?
Hades.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
it reminded me of the darkest ages of the Dijon place. I don't know if you remember, but back on the day when Dust was starting to get some traction, because back on the day it was called Dupes, not yet Utes. When Dupes were announced, and the gods already said that it was gonna be minted on Dust. Dust started going upwards, and with that we started having a crazy season of Dijon mints that were supposed to give free dust to the holders. What they were gonna do basically was a Ponzi around the NFT collection, where they were gonna just swap the mint funds into dust and drop it to the holders, and with the volume of every single day, they were just airdropping dust to every single one of the NFT holders. And I don't know, I don't want to make assumptions this quickly, but this looks like that. This looks like they're taking advantage of the hates drop. The same thing that happened to Bonk. Even though people didn't give much attention to this Dijon plays, but this is actually getting some attention. So I'm worried that if hates cats do well, we're gonna have like a minting season of hates drops and revenue share and all that stuff that I hate, because they are basically destined to be just going down and people losing money. So I don't like this kind of plays. But we'll see. I don't want to blame. I don't want to judge them this soon. We'll see. We'll see if they actually bring some value to the ecosystem.
yeah, I mean, I can see like my boy Jills. Shout out to Jills. He is already on this project like a knife, not a knife. What do you call it? Like a hawk, not a knife, like a hawk. Already observing what's going on. He's already early. Looks like Diego and yourself. You guys found this
Yeah.
very early and are looking into this as well. So I mean, the mutual following is low right now. Obviously, this thing just came out what, like 23 hours ago. Actually
Yeah, more or
yesterday.
less.
Now, for me, I'm already looking at the pixelation. I'm a fan with pixel art. That's just me. There's a lot of people that hate it. I think Soul Investor does not like pixel art. So, art is perception. I'm a fan of
Yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
right here. I do like this myself. Now, Hades Cat, I have no clue what it is. And I think we should probably look into it and see what the Discord says here with this NFT collection. And it's 1,555, which is,
Yeah.
pretty nice as far as how small it is. And it's minting
Yeah.
today.
Apparently.
That's kind of crazy. I wonder how much Hades is gonna take. I was about to say Solana, but if it's more than one Hade, I think that. Oh, did it say it was free or was there a
0.1
price?
Sol. I think they're gonna mint on Solana. Actually, I don't think they're gonna mint on
Oh,
Hates.
they're gonna mint
They're
on
probably
Solana.
they're probably gonna mint on Solana, and I don't know. I want to see. Check the roadmap. That's the first thing I want to see. If it's the third one, to see if they announce
Okay.
anything.
Once upon a time, a
Okay.
world blockchain. These cats were special. The hates were created by a team of developers who wanted to bring something new and exciting to the block. They knew NFTs would become extremely popular. The team put a lot of effort in the hates cat. Each cat was unique and had its own distinct. They also incorporated a new feature NFT that will allow holders to earn hates token through staking.
What did I just mention? It's dust season all over again, giving free Hades to the holders through staking. I mean,
The money earned from the mint will be used to create a Hades token liquidity pool. Staking will be created where each holder will receive Hades. Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
More benefits such as your own DAO. Okay. Interesting.
There's two things around these projects that I want to mention. The first one is most of them turn up being either rug pulls or they don't deliver anything. First thing I want to say. Second thing I want to say, if they actually deliver and make the liquidity pool and everything, it's the the thing that happened to every single, that's a Ponzi. That's the thing that's gonna happen to every single scheme of this style. It's if you get at the beginning, you're probably gonna make money, and the ones that get the latest are gonna lose money. That's how it works. That's sadly it's how it works. Most of the times, it's what happened with these things. It's gonna be probably a pump and dump situation with people minting a lot and just throwing it at your face. But we'll see. We'll see what it happens if they actually. The thing with these things is that it's everything related to the royalties. I don't know if they don't enforce royalties, I don't see how it's gonna work because they are not gonna be able to make more money than other than the mint funds.
I don't like the hates thing on top of their head. But at least they're nice with the 0.11
Yeah.
Solana. At least it's not that high. At least they're like,
Yeah,
okay, if this doesn't work, you
I mean,
you
it's
just
$2.
lost 0.11. But
To be completely
Okay.
fair and going to another topic, Liquid Capital charged that same amount to try and get an NFT, not even minting one. Try and getting one with the tickets. If you want to mint it Liquid Capital, you have to invest 0.1 just to try. And maybe if you are lucky enough, you will get the NFT.
dude, what happened with that drama with Lollipop and Tokenomics guy? That kind of went insane.
Yeah, I
They-
mean, Lieutenant Lollipop is going really, really hard. He decided it was time. It was hammer time, and he's gonna wreck everything that Liquid Capital already built. He has some solid statements around it. I'm not gonna defend Liquid Capital like straightforward on this. The only thing I must say is that they are apparently built through Token Guy. That it's a guy that founded ABC, helping AGE in that side. So I mean, it's not like it's a complete random. There's someone that have built a solid project that it's working. He apparently is linked to Hate Swap as well. So I don't know. I mean, Lieutenant Lollipop, I have Shillin villain vibes here with Lieutenant Lollipop. Like he's going straight hard, straight wrecking everything. And he made some solid statements. Apparently, these guys are undoxed. That's one thing that, even though I don't care much, but we're talking here that they're taking the people's money to invest. So it would be fine if they dox themselves. And apparently, they have a couple of red flags. They apparently this is all we're talking about. There's nothing confirmed here. They're apparently linked to previous rugs. Apparently, always using that word. It's nothing is confirmed. Nothing. It's all speculation here. And other than that, I don't know. I mean, I like the NFT arts, and I was really bullish on Liquid Capital. So I want to see if they actually deliver and start making profits for the holders. If they do that, I mean, even though Lieutenant Lollipop have some solid statements, if they start delivering, there's nothing we can do. They're gonna be
Now-
successful.
Now the one thing is Rad Rugs, which is like
Yeah.
an NFT audit research platform. They're pretty legit. A lot of people like to look at them for NFT projects. They did come out for Liquid Capital as a couple of red flags, possible links to prior rugs.
Yeah.
And they're possible. There's no actual fact yet. Risky use of funds for partnerships, not doxed, but I think overall, just like what you said with Lollipop, he is basically the people's Shillin villain right now. And you know, there's the yin and the yang. You need a yin and a yang. Lollipop is there to like just smack people, make sure they're doing the right thing. Maybe it comes out too harsh at some moments, but I mean, who else is gonna do it? That's the other question. I don't know anyone else who has the cojones to do that. I can't even do that. I'm like, even with like supply chain, when I said like I said the valuation is at 0.5, they came back at me. They're like, hey, we done all this stuff right here. I'm like, whoa, all right, you got me, and that was it. Like, I can't. I'm not. I
Yeah,
can't
yeah.
do Lollipop. So like, props to Lollipop. Just have those cojones on and just go at it. But eventually, Lollipop will have his time, and I think it's coming where people will eventually attack him just like they did with Alex. You know.
Yeah, I mean,
th-
yeah.
yeah. Go ahead.
No. I was gonna say the same thing you mentioned. I mean, what saw happen to Shillin Bilan. This kind of being the bad guy has its risks because people are gonna be harsh on you if you just. That's the thing. I mean, even though I have the same opinion on Shillin Bilan here, that Shillin Bilan was too harsh with some projects, but I mean, I heard him on Spaces talking good things about projects, but the things that most of the people knew Shillin Bilan for was him talking trash about projects, like this is not gonna be, this is not gonna age well and stuff like that. And when you are known as being the bad guy, you are always gonna be, sooner or later, you're just gonna be hit really, really hard. Well, the same thing happened to Chile Milan. I mean, we saw it. It's really, really rough to be just the bad guy and never give credit to people. And this is not saying Lieutenant Lollipop doesn't give the people the credit they deserve, because I've seen it sometimes, but it's always easier to see a guy talking shit about projects or talking shit about other people that saying good things about them. It's always gonna be like the spotlight is gonna be always on the bad things.
But the big difference between Shillin Villain and Lollipop is that Lollipop sounds very. I'm not saying Shillin isn't intelligent. He is, because just look how far he's gone. But he used Shillin Villain was like basically just a regular person talking, smack on projects. But Lollipop has this like unique ability to like not just talk, but like he has data points, like boom, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, and just like, and I'm like, oh crap, like calm down, like this is insane. Like I think that's the big difference.
Yeah.
Is that Alex just talks, but this other guy, like he's a beast. Like I don't want to mess with him. Like
it's kind of like Alex says what people want to say, and Lieutenant Lollipop is more like a lawyer. That's how I see it. He's like,
yeah,
if he's gonna say bad things about you, and he's gonna say why these things are, or why he thinks these things he pointed are true or not. He's gonna bring data. He's gonna contact people that it's involved with the project. He contact these Red Rocks to see if Liquid Capital was a rogue or not. I saw the thread on Twitter. I was like, yo guys, can you check these guys out? And it was super funny, because I don't know anyone that would do that, or that have the power to do that. That's the thing. Because maybe if I said Red Rocks, check Liquid Capital, they wouldn't pay attention to me. But since it's Lieutenant Lollipop, you have to at least check it.
yeah. Now I don't want to go to another bad thing. I want to go to something good, and then maybe go back to something bad, because there is some other bad stuff going on. But we got something happening right now. And as far as like tokenomics, I hope they do fine. They get that project going and whatnot. Maybe change some things up here and there, but we'll see. But as far as Sandbar is a project that's coming out from the man, that salamander or monkey, whatever that PFP is. It's still a debate right now, but it's coming from the man himself, SoulBuckets. SoulBuckets is known in 2021 as the OG, and he is coming out with this project here, connecting professionals all in one spot. And time again, he's bringing out more people, more networks, and he has brought out this animation as well. He's connecting with Elixir. It's looking good so far. What do you think of how this project is going to work out?
I mean, it's so as I don't want to give extra points to this sounds unfair, because if a complete random does the same thing, I wouldn't think the same things. I would think different probably. But since it's all buckets, it's like too easy to not be bullish on the project. It's like if Sol Big Brain launches an NFT project, it's the same as every single time the gods launch a project. Like this kind of people know what they are doing. So even though I don't have much information about this one, but I've seen it from the beginning, and I have seen also BONKz has been connecting with different projects, with different people in the ecosystem, and it's really looking really good. And we don't know much yet about Sandbar and what's gonna be the roadmap or anything. It's like all
Yeah.
still in the build, but I'm really bullish on it.
And the other thing is like, these one-on-one artists connected with the Sandbar. This one sold for 65 Solana, which is about 1,400 Sol. It's there's love around here. People, I mean, I'm saying like this project has only like 6,500 followers, but look at the mutual following here.
Yeah, it's insane.
The big thing here is that Soul Buckets, he literally is the definition of networking. This guy just networked everywhere in Solana and knows everybody. And he's even in a lot of these Twitter groups and just talking to random people. So that's what you can tell here is that he has a network. Even though that following is not high right now, the network is just boom. It's thrown out there. It's huge thing right there. So
Yeah.
that is basically the Sandbar. If I have the actual place here as far as the actual project, I don't have it right now. But okay, so on to the next one. We got to talk about Community 3. Let's talk about the bad. Community
Let's
3,
go
man.
back to the bad things.
Yeah, I mean, what the hell happened here? Because it was looking good. I feel sorry for some people as well. I mean, I bought into Community 3. I thought it was at its lowest. I got it like at 20 Solana. And then this happened, and then it went down to 6 Solana, and I sold off when it was like at 6.9. So, but it's not as bad as people who bought this thing like at 200 Solana when Solana was like $200.
Yeah.
So it's very, very sad. But what happened was there's this side thing. This person named 0x Brando. I guess the news right now is that he wasn't really part of the team, which that's what a lot of people were claiming. But it's still going back and forth. He sold a Community 3 at some time frame, and basically they're trying to connect it to where he knew what was happening. But we have breaking news as well. Community 3 founder Andrew, who no longer works for the project, says that X Brando was not a member of the team and had no inside information during the period when he tried to sell his lab. Redirects students wanting project to move forward to C3 team. So that kind of clears it up right now, as far as we know, because 0x Brando, he sold what? Like it was like I think it was like a 200 Solana or 2,000 Solana priced NFT from Community to this one dude right before the rug. And not a rug. I can't say that.
It was not a rug.
It's not a rug. It's still alive. It's just they cannot afford
the dump. Let's say the dump. To be, because that
they
was
can't.
We talk
Exactly.
on facts. let's do Lieutenant Lollipop stuff. We talk on facts.
They can't afford the labs right now. They can't afford the labs. So that's basically what's going on, which dumped the price. So overall, I mean, it sucks, but it's part of what's happening with the market right now. Even they said C3 isn't a rugging or going anywhere. We invite you to join us. Our CEO, Brandon Byrne, looks like they're going to be talking again very soon. So what do you think right now? What do you think? Is just, are they going to keep trying to push for it or what?
The thing is, it's really, it's the same. We're talking, it's like we repeat the same things over and over again. But it's on this market, it's really hard to just keep building and keeping people happy, because most of the people are really anxious. They want things done like right now, tomorrow. So when things like Community 3 starts like delaying and delaying and delaying and nothing. And apart, I don't know much about them because I never bought one, so I'm not really into the community. So I don't know how
Right.
much they delivered, but I seen that they delayed some
There was an
payments.
IDO. It was also like an IDO that was delayed as well.
Yeah,
Even from here, what it said, and the structure of the labs has always been client and revenue based in the wake of FTX. It's just a lot of small things here and there. They want to wait for the IDO until the bull market comes back, because this was like a big portion of
yeah.
what was
I've
what people
seen
were waiting for,
I've seen it
and it
on the
didn't
past.
happen.
IDOs made people and projects a lot of money. I made like 10 or 15x in a couple of minutes by getting IDOs. So I get why they want to do it on the bull market. It's a guaranteed success. If you run an IDO on the right time on the bull market, you're gonna make a lot of money. And I get why they want to do it on the bull market, but no one knows when's gonna come the bull market. So it's not fair to say we're gonna do it in the bull market, because what are you gonna do in the meantime? So that's really really
Yeah,
hard. But I mean, that's why I'm not a founder, I'm not a developer, and they are. They have to know what to do and figure out how to solve it. That's what they are working for. That's what people pay them for. And people not getting results, I think that's the main thing that concerned everyone. And with all this information about the payments and stuff being apparently leaked, it's like really really hard to keep being bullish on the project, because they have been working for a really really long time. It's not like Community 3 launched it like 2 weeks ago. It was last year, and it was on a very very good time on the Solana price as well.
yeah. Now, now we have the bad news finally cleared up. Let's go back to the good news. Let's bring out something else that's basically coming out. It's called Giga DAO. I don't know if you heard of Giga DAO.
Of
Giga
course.
DAO is this project that basically is getting all this attention from Solana, and it's basically has 86 mutual following right now, 16,000 followers. It's cutting edge Web3 infrastructure and product solutions. GigaDex is coming soon, the first and fastest NFT DEX. What the hell? Not a crypto DEX, an NFT DEX?
Yeah.
How and what is that? That's basically, it's something new. Something new.
Yeah.
Have you heard of this project?
Yeah, I've heard of it. I mean, the loot boxes are really, really expensive right now. That's the thing that got my attention. On I saw them like when they were around 60, and they skyrocketed to I think 85. I don't know their price right now, but they were really expensive. And the thing that got my attention was that the loot box right now has zero utility. I mean, it's a 60 soul and it has no utility. The only thing you get by the loot box is the ability to mint one or I don't know if mint or get a free Giga DAO nerd. So you're getting an NFT that is gonna be minted for around 3 soul for free with a loot box that is 60 soul.
It
So
says a loot box holder will receive a free PFP mint in 2023. We don't know what that is. Most likely it'll
that's the
probably be
thing.
Giga.
Yeah. So that's the cool thing. I mean, why would people pay 60 instead of just trying to get the whitelist? I mean, even though it's secure because you're getting it for free, so it's not like if you make, because it happened that you get the whitelist and then you don't mint, or you miss the mint, or it's sold sellouts and you don't get yours. But even with that, it's like way too expensive for just being that. So that got my attention. It's not gonna be the only utility. They already mentioned that once the DEX is working, the owners of loot boxes are gonna get some benefits and stuff. But I mean, the projects look really solid, and I want to see how an NFT DEX can be built. It's really really,
Yeah. The
I don't know the
thing
word.
here is that I guess interesting and fascinating.
Yeah, that would be the best description for it.
So here's the main issue. And not to throw hot peppers out there, but they're saying that they want to make NFTs basically into tokens. I kind of had a problem with that because the main beauty of NFTs is that it's a liquid. And the reason why I say that is because illiquidity brings out a different type of financial move than the actual cryptocurrency token. Because if you make these NFTs into tokens, then you have a cryptocurrency. You no longer have a liquid NFT like real estate. It's gonna feel like you're trading cryptocurrency, and I don't know how I feel about that. In my honesty opinion, you know, it's gonna be cool. The technology is gonna be cool. How you can have a fractionalized NFT and could just trade a couple dimes here and there on a project, but it's gonna feel weird. It's gonna feel like I'm trading a bunch of Dodge coins. If you get what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
I
Do you
like
know the best thing
for-
I can go and say it's similar to? It's when we have the fever of the casinos. You remember when Crash Faces, Soul Crash, Crash Out, and all of these casinos went unmint. One thing that started happening was the micro shares. There were a lot of people doing micro share mints. So, for example, let's say a guy had a crash phase that was 200 sold. So he would sell
yeah,
200 micro shares. So you will have like a 1 on 200 piece of the crash phase, and you will get a 1 on 200 of the revenue share of the casino. So you will have a crash phase without having a crash phase. That sort of thing. It never worked.
yeah.
Spoiler alert, it never worked.
Yes, that's what I'm kind of. I think overall it's a great idea. I think it's gonna get a lot of movement, but I'm just kind of worried. But
Yeah.
I think it'll be fine. Just like people were worried with AMMs when they first came out. I think
It's gonna be an
I think it should be
alternative,
fine.
but it's not gonna
Yeah.
be. They're not gonna get like the most the big fraction of the market. They're gonna just have their side. There are people trading them, and that's gonna be it. I don't think it's gonna either eat Hate Swap or Magic Eden or let's say Night Market.
Yeah.
And I don't see it happening. I mean, it's gonna be an alternative if you wanna. Maybe because I get it. Maybe some guy wants to trade the gods and doesn't have 500 soul to trade at the gods, so maybe they can like buy little pieces of the gods to just make money with the announcements or stuff. I get why it could work, but I don't see much of the people doing using Giga DAO. It's gonna be useful, but I mean I'm probably not gonna be using it much.
Yeah. So overall, I mean, I think it's gonna be a bullish mint. I think you probably think the same way
Yeah,
about this,
it's gonna be
and
worth it
for
for sure.
sure, for sure. Now, the other project I do want to talk about is this Pirate Rush project. This one seems like it's a little bit on the gaming side, which is cool. It's a little bit different from everything else that we're looking at,
Yeah.
and it's got this pirate type of look on it. It's 3,500 pirates getting ready to sail on Solana. Just the game just seems I haven't really played this game at all, but it seems kind of fun. Overall, I mean, it seems cool. I mean, I don't know much about it. What do you say about this? Do you game a lot on this whole thing?
I play video games, not much lately because I'm busy doing other things. But I like on my free time, like playing video games. But I've never been like catched with Web3 games. Most of them haven't worked for me. I mean, the thing that I get the point, the idea, I get the concept, I get how it's gonna. I mean, games have to go on the Web3 direction of ownership, but I just don't see it yet. I don't see it working. It's
Yeah.
probably gonna like have some users, like the same thing as the Bored
So
Ape Yacht Club game right now, but I don't see like breakthrough technology. Not yet.
basically, what they're saying right now is like, it's they got the web branding. The in-game token, new game token nuggets will be used to play the Rush games and will enable to have the other currencies. And you have raffle tickets, nugget payout, Turtles of Tortuga. A brand new game, Turtles of Tortuga, will be launched as a haven for pirates to escape. And you can bet on there as well. Wheel of Fortune, another improved way of daily holo spin wheel. Pay to spin for a chance to win nuggets. You got PvP, pirate dices. It's just a bunch of different type of like kind of like casino, but like they're not trying to bring a casino vibe to it.
Yeah.
They're trying to bring like a game hidden behind a casino type of play to it, which is pretty cool. If you have this type, it's gambling. It's for sure gambling from what it's looking like. Which I personally don't like to play gambling games, just personal reasons, because I can get addicted and I don't like doing all that stuff. But if you're buying the NFT, for some reason these casino game NFTs do well. I don't know what it is, but
there's a couple of things. The number one thing that I will mention is revenue share. Most of the casinos do well with the revenue share thing. They they give the money. That's the thing. I mean, what people want from a casino is receiving money, and when the casino do the first drop and drop like, I don't know, 0.1 sol, let's say, people just get confident that they're gonna keep delivering and keep giving money. And that's why they do well, because they don't instantly rock. I mean, they can, but in most cases they give money.
It's like they were at 0.56, now they're at 5.49, which is quite interesting. It just seems to be gaining more value as they're bringing out more games. So
yeah.
So it just seems like every time they bring out more games, just this thing just keeps increasing in value. But all right, interesting.
Oh, I know these guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I know them from the beginning. I didn't recognize.
That's what I thought.
Because they have a really solid project right now.
Yeah, I think that's where I heard it from one of the guys with you.
Yeah, because Mines Rush was back on the day when the casinos were first launched. They have like little to no infrastructure at all. So what they usually do was pick a game. Let's say there are a lot of casino games: blackjack, baccarat, roulette, dices. So what they would usually do is pick one game and work over that one to make money. Yeah. These guys started with mines. Mines is basically you have to click on those interrogation marks, and if you get diamonds, you get money and your multiplier goes up. And if you get a mine, you lose your money. That's how it works. It's basically gambling with picking the right square. And I remember their interface was really, really lacking of things back on the day. They made a solid project right now. I mean, the interface is looking good. I like the art behind the NFT collection, the pirate themed stuff, and they made something really, really good. I thought they already died, to be honest.
Yeah, they've done a lot ever since from the beginning. But yeah, I mean it's interesting. But on to the next one. All right, we have Lunar project that's basically still coming out with things. The last thing they said that they have BONKz airdrop, they have Hades stuff coming in, and they have Lunar token coming in as well. This is one project I've been quite bullish on for quite a while. Lunar New Year, they made the same announcement. Nothing happened. they that's what they said. So I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting on some stuff. Now, every time I look at this project every day. Every time I look at the likes, I always look at the likes on this project because I want to see what Lunar project is saying or what Dino is saying. And the last thing that has been said, which is quite funny, Lunar, this guy said Lunar's connected to BONKz, Lunar's connected to Pudgies, Lunar's connected to OpenDAO, Lunar's connected to HG Soul, and now Hates. And then right here, he said, "You're really going to fade Lunar project?" And they wrote back, "I wouldn't. Not financial advice." So they're really confident on themselves. I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm still waiting. I'm still waiting to see what's going on here on what they're doing. But we had some more info that there's gonna be some hates going on here. And the other thing, which a lot of people did not recognize, and I swear it changed. I swear this used to be Crypto Dino. We might have to look back at the videos, but I think it changed to ABC Dino, unless it was always there and I never realized it. But if it's me of what I'm thinking, something's going on with ABC and Dino and Lunar. He even changed Dino period ABC, which is like .sol. It's .abc. I think something's happening, man, between these two worlds. Something is being connected. So
Yeah, I mean, we already mentioned, even though our prediction on the lunar year was kind of wrong. We all thought but by today we already had like everyone would be happy and lunar would be around 20, and it didn't happen. But I'm still confident on lunar. I mean, I'm a solid investor. Said I'm not looking into buy anything like for the next upcoming week, probably just because of the FOMC. But once we get onto February, I'm most likely gonna start checking out projects on the list and see if I can get a few. And Lunar is one of them. I mean, it's like how I'm working with my Sosted Citizen. It's those kind of projects that if you get on the right spot, you're gonna be okay. You're just gonna leave it there and check it once in a while and see if they're bringing anything to the ecosystem. But it's not gonna go anywhere. Lunar's gonna not Lunar. I don't want to regret this saying this, but Lunar's not gonna rock. Hopefully, I don't regret my words.
Yeah, for sure. Tayo Robotics is doing amazing. They, their projects are still holding up, as you can see with Tayo Pilots. Tayo Oil fell down a little bit from Tensol, but overall, just their whole ecosystem is quite crazy. Now, as far as another project that's new, it's this one called BONKz, and it's still moving right now. The last thing they said was that they're hoping that the developers will start coming into this project, which basically means that they're leaving it up to the community to build this project at some way. So brought out the artists within the community. Now it's time to bring out the devs. Consider this the official, unofficial call. So what is going to happen now? That's the question. The reveal hasn't happened, but we're getting artists. Devs are coming next. I am liking it. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
A lot.
It's like back in the day, I would think like this was like the right thing to do. Like if you're running a project and maybe you have the resources, but you are not much of a developer or a founder and you don't know much about things, what could you do? Go and get people that know what they're doing. Instead of improvising and trying by yourself, get someone that knows the stuff that you're working on and makes it work, and work with that guy.
Yeah, and the thing I like that I like about BONKz is that like it's almost like ABC, to where like it's HG Soul left ABC as a decentralized NFT project, to where he's gonna let ABC dictate itself. It's almost like BONKz it's same things happening with BONK token, to where this BONKz doesn't really have like a team. They're basically saying like, hey, anyone that's willing to work on this, it's all free game. It's all free game. Like you and me can create something on this, just so we can build this thing up. It's gonna be crazy, I think.
Yeah, it reminds me of the ABC community, not the actual hate swap. Like it's more like community driven. than just the founders and doing everything by themselves. And I like it. I mean, some people are gonna say, "Why don't you get devs and do it by yourself? You're just trying to get everything for free." And I get it, but I mean, you're just focusing on community, and that's the whole bonk experiment. Like working around the community and not just bringing something to make money out of and bringing a product by yourself. You are just leaving community to do their job and see how something community driven could work or not. For me, bonk, the whole bonk see dandies, all of this is like the ABC experiment. It's the same stuff. We don't know how it's gonna work out, if it's gonna do well or not, but we have to give it a shot and see how they move their pieces.
Yeah. Now the other project, yesterday I talked about supply chain. I kind of said some things that basically brung out supply chain themselves. They came in full front and they came at me. They came at me because I was kind of nice. I still think I was kind of nice. I said that I think their valuations at 0.5 from looking at what the project is doing at that time, but they brung out their guns, man. They came to me and they wrote down this whole paragraph on what they're doing, and it looks pretty sick. I'm gonna read it to you on how much they just smacked me around and teabagged me. So they said right here. All right, so this is a music first project, but the value can't be undermined. Fembot's 10.8 SOL floor price 1.5 mint. Mailbot 2.79 SOL floor price 3 SOL mint. This is a well thought of project. I encourage you to check out this information to know more. So they brought out the Notion site and they said, case in point, airdrops. They had airdrops. John Lee airdropped 6 SOL. Supply boxes with Adam Ape 75 SOL. Portal's collab drop 0.79. He blinks 1-1 artist on the way. Actual vinyl record of my album on the way. Digital booklets, actual vinyl record players to the community members. That's a lot. That's a lot of good stuff that has happened. Yeah. And that's what I was trying to figure out. I was like, why is there so many people following this project at such a low following? And it seems to be they've done a lot in the background of this project, and not just with NFTs. So I mean, not with just music. So overall, I mean, it does bring a different vibe about what they're doing here and the connections they have. So, shout out to Duramola for watching the video and letting us know letting me know, not you, me know.
I mean, I took a hit on them, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna hold my opinion, because I mean, it's not my fault that I didn't know all this information. I check on them, and it's not like straight. I mean, if you have a Adam Ape airdrop already done, if I were a developer, I would put it like straightforward so everyone could see it. I mean, those kind of things are really good, and I know they want to build something around. They don't want to like put the focus on we did this and that and that and that. But those kind of things hype people up, and if they have to make like the whole research to just find out that you're legit, I mean, it's easier if you just put it on the Twitter. That's what I think, at least. I mean,
maybe
put this same thing on the Notion. I mean, it's probably on the link tree.
But this part. Yeah, I think I skipped this part because I was looking at his video, but I didn't. Maybe I skipped this part, but. It's just stuff like cool stuff on them for like checking it out and everything, and just hitting me up on what's up. So but
giving you some more background.
Yeah, some more background on what's going on. And as far as my valuation, I mean, I think I'm just gonna keep looking at this first, and then it's gonna be a little bit more than 0.5. Let's just say that, but it's not gonna be the high as far if it's gonna be a high mint whatnot. Yeah, it'll probably go up. But I mean, what I think this is gonna be at, I'm gonna look through it a little bit more and see through it. But some cool guys. I really like when people do mints and stuff here. Overall, just I wish them well with the project. So, All right. So overall, I mean, you have anything else? Soul Invest. I mean, not Soul. Zircon. What's going on? So,
I moved to Kenya. No, I don't have much to say about. I'm gonna check cases of Riveria today that we have that mint going today. It's kind of hype. They sold out most of
Castles.
this,
Yeah.
like half of the supply. It's already pre-sold. It pre-sold like in 10 seconds, so they're kind of hyped. I'm looking forward to flip it.
I mean,
Not gonna lie. I mean, their product seems interesting. They're like building something around the whole concept to not deep like straightforward. They're gonna do like a 30-day carnival. They already announced the first week with a lot of prizes, including ledgers, an iPhone, some NFTs, Riveria NFTs, Sharkify NFTs. There's a lot of things. Riveria, RIA.
oh,
There,
I found it. Okay, there we go. I
there we go.
found it. All right. So
It's gonna be interesting.
that's
I'm not like really. I mean, if you're thinking this can go, I have been really. My guess is lately having really bad, but I don't see it going past 6. Hopefully, I'm wrong because I'm gonna mean both of mines. I have OG, but I don't see it go past 6. I'm gonna sell one at least. If it touches 4 or more than 4, I'm gonna sell one, and I'm gonna play with the other one to see how much money I can make. But I don't see it going past 10 today. Maybe I'm
mm,
wrong, but lately I've not been. I'm my guesses have been really inaccurate in both sides in terms of going up and going down. So I'll see how it goes. Hopefully, I can make some money out of it.
yeah, interesting. Castles of Riveria, e-commerce platform. For
Yeah,
sure, definitely. I'll check this out on the side and see how they do overall. And
yeah,
just another project that's finally minting out. I mean, for me, I'm just loving that I'm seeing more projects now coming into space.
yeah.
Overall, great stuff. But as for me and what I'm looking at, there's not much I've been looking at other than Claynosaurus, BONKz, and Lunar. Those are the projects I'm quite looking at. And Claynosaurus just came out with another animation person who is gonna come and help them build out their project. He has worked out in some interesting movies, and he was like the supervisor for these movies, Spider-Man, and No Way Home. It's just all this stuff right here. It's quite amazing who they just recruited, and even Doodles recognize Claynosaurus. They're
That's
recognizing
really
one,
sick.
the Doodle people. Yeah, it's crazy what can come out of this. Just look at all this effects right here. It's just insane.
Yeah.
So I'm just very very interested in this, and I can't wait to see what else they're building. But overall, that is all we have on what's going on in Solana. A lot of stuff, a lot of stuff. There's still more to talk about, but we're running out of time. So we'll tune in till next time. We might have a special guest as well coming in, which will hopefully we can confirm that very soon. And much love. Comment below on anything you want us to talk about. Smash the like button, mint the like button, and we go live Tuesdays and Thursdays around this time. And Zergan goes live every day, and I go live Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. Every day, right? You go live every day, or you go Monday,
Yeah, no,
Wednesday, Friday.
I'm switching to your schedule, but on the other side of the day. I'm going
Okay.
on afternoons, but
Okay.
Monday,
So, yeah.
Wednesday, Friday.
All right, guys. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, in the afternoon, and we're just hitting both sides, Spanish and English, on this whole ecosystem. So, guys, peace out. Tune in next time. Join Discord below. Boom.